can see the inner layer. My problem with this one, inner layer works, but it still sheds glass everywhere. Today on Crazy Karl Project, we got attacked by a vicious tube. But today we've got to follow up on the windshield. So we will be repairing the hole the limb made and getting more of the glass out. I just took one of the hard plastic brushes and brushed most of the glass off the seat and put a tarp over it to drive it in here. But we've got a lot of glass to remove. I've had the fan in the back for a long while now to try to dry it out, which I think it's finally dried.
See all the sparklies there?
Yeah.
It's not glitter.
And then I'm going to be carefully stabilizing this so that you don't get any more glass falling in and this windshield will not implode.
That would be bad.
So, mostly vacuumed out. Well, best I can for now. I'm going to knock more glass down when I'm taping that up. Yeah, good enough that I can get in here. And I had to cut the old steering wheel cover off, get it full glass. And I will put some gloves on, push this out, tape it up, clean it with window cleaner and 91% rubbing alcohol, just to get a good mating surface, clean surface for the clear packing tape. I may actually use some duct tape on this and then clear packing tape over everything else. I haven't decided on that. I had some clear duct tape, but I don't know if I still do. Actually, I had clear what is the stuff I use all the time? Flex Seal tape. I've got some clear Flex Seal tape I may use for the initial, so I can push it up into it and get it started. So that's going to be next. I got to go find that tape. Got it all cleaned real good. Isopropyl alcohol, which you can still see it's drying. And Windex, just that and that. So, and I will probably go over it one more time with, probably just to keep with alcohol. It's a little cloudy. I'm going to polish it again with a dry rag and get it all nice and clean. And then I'm going to go over it with flex tape over the hole on the outside, just so it makes a good seal so water won't get in. And then you'll see what I'm doing. We got some different types of, we got duct tape, packing tape, and I actually have crystal clear Gorilla tape, which I'll use actually over the hole itself. And that'll just reinforce it. Like I said, this isn't a fix, it's just stabilizing. I shouldn't have touched that, and I got to degrease it again, but most of the tape will go on the inside anyways, because the whole point is to protect anyone in the car from the windshield failing, and to help give it some strength so it won't fail, hopefully, before we pull it. Alright, now over to the Flex Seal tape. Two sections. What that is, it's been cleaned off twice. I don't know what that is. I think that's actually a gouge in the glass. Gonna overlap the rubber a little bit. Just like that. I gotta pull. This is the hard part. I've got this powerful sticky. Flex Seal. You know, you can make a screen door into a boat with this stuff.
I think we've all seen the commercials and the memes.
They're not a sponsor, but now I'm starting to be surprised that they're not.
Well, if you could ever get the producer, whoever the heck they are, to start contacting companies, that dude's lazy about that.
The main goal of this is just to distill out air and water and stabilize it some too. The inside is going to do more to stabilize it. And I will push this glass up and we'll show that. I got to put on gloves over my gloves for that.
A little bit of ASMR for some of y'all. A little bit of comedy for others.
Stuff sticky.
You get everything with this channel. ASMR, comedy. A couple of idiots in the garage trying to do car stuff.
Oh, the wrong way to fix stuff. It works.
We'll get you home.
And yes, I really should have laughed that the other way, but whatever. Now I get to do the fun part, putting a layer of gloves on. And push the broken glass up into it. So I can actually seal it on the other side. But I had to do this before I could start on the inside so I could push the windshield up. And like I said, I'll do the glass again, but get the glass out of here again. But
Oh, that's a lot better than what it was. Okay. Do me a favor. Show off these gloves real quick.
which ones?
The ones you're currently wearing.
They're just cheap freebie stuff I got. I've got heavy duty rubber work gloves underneath it. But these are just your
Yep.
watch out, there's still glass embedded in it.
Yeah, but you can see it's, well, it is fabric, but it's coated here
With silicone.
with silicone.
Here's your silicone.
Yeah. And
I'm doing 2 layers because, yeah.
so don't put on like full layers of rubber gloves and think you're going to be fine if you have to do something like
Really,
this.
I should be doing a layer of leather as well.
Yep.
But I've got super tough ones underneath it, so. Do that. And then I gotta clean everything and vacuum the glass out again and clean all this and tape this side up. If it doesn't stick up there, I will cut it out, but the reason why I'm not just cutting that busted glass out is doing that. You could do that, but technically it can weaken this more, so if I can get it to stick up, I'll do that, but since it's not wanting to stick, I'm probably going to have to do that. Then I'll put safety glasses on and just go down with a razor to cut the plastic lining for the glass, because there's a plastic sheet basically in the glass. Keeps it from going.
Yep.
So I may end up having to do that because it is not wanting to stick.
Well, if we do, we do. What's the next step after that?
That's probably going to be the next step right now. And after I get this set, then I will clean the inside and tape there. Because this is the only tape that's going to be going on the outside. I've got to work this down a little bit more. But I'll work this in a little bit more, get it sealed cleaner. See what I can do with this. Then I am probably going to take a knife and trim what won't push up, so I can do a flat layer with the tape. And declare duct tape on the back side. So it's also a strong, durable tape. And I gotta go back and push all this down. I'll take a towel and do that, and keep working this down and make sure there's no air bubbles.
Okay.
So it's going to be a bunch of this and a bunch of fighting with that, and I am going to end up cutting some of that glass out. But I didn't want to do that until I had this, so I can push whatever I can get up.
So yeah, this is going to be one of those. This is a process, after all. We're dealing with lots and lots and lots of glass.
Yeah.
You can't just take a sledgehammer to it and then cut it out with a knife.
But this gives you an idea of what it takes just to make it, so you can stabilize it and make it go until you can get a replacement.
Yep.
Easier said than done to get this to separate. You can see this stuff's really tough. And this razor won't stay out. Just trying to cut this center section out so I can get this to stay up. But you can see the inner layer. My problem with this one, inner layer works, but it still sheds the glass everywhere. It's just a matter of trying to get the bottom side clean and putting a layer of tape on. And there we go. By the magic of video, it's fixed. Well, fixed enough. That's Flex Seal clear tape with clear duct tape on inside and outside. And more packing tape, heavy duty packing tape on top of that. So it should keep the water out. I vacuumed the glass out of the headliner, out of all the carpet, used that a lot, got all the glass shards I could out of it, armor-alled it, had to cut the old steering wheel cover off, which luckily I already had that steering wheel cover left over from a Ground Wagoneer I sold years ago. It was hanging up there, so I had a replacement, which is good because that steering wheel feels awful. And I found my missing 14mm. I don't know how it ever ended up in this car, but it was under the passenger seat.
Gnomes.
It is a Craftsman, so it is the missing one. Gnomes. I still don't know why that passenger door won't open. That passenger door won't open. This window won't go down. I don't know. It's a mystery. There's also a puddle of transmission fluid and coolant in the back floorboard. I got most of it up, but on the good news, the carpet's not going to be de-oiled.
I did turn on the child safety lock on that door, so that may have something to do with that.
You permanently locked it.
Yes.
Well, 3 of the doors work, and 3 of the windows work, so it works out. And luckily the window goes down on the one the door won't open. The door opens on the one the window won't go down.
Yes. Again, this is just to get you home fixed. This is keep the water out until we get the windshield replaced and or plexiglass fixed.
Yeah. Not a requirement for a Lemon's car, so it'll probably depend what ends up being cheaper.
Yeah.
So that's what's left on that. Let's show off the inside.
Yeah, sure. So there we go. I only barely saw the destruction from the editing of the video. So
But you can see it doesn't block your view on the windshield. I kept it up here. That's why I didn't carry the tape down along these cracks.
it doesn't block the windshield at all. So it's a pretty good get me home sort of thing there. And pretty clean in here. Seats are, well, they're still old, but they work. Not ripped, not torn.
Yeah,
So
no shiny really in the seats. There's a shiny here and there in the carpet still, but I cannot get it out.
yeah, let me sit up and show that. I don't think people want to see between my legs there. Sorry about that. Yeah, as you can see, no shinies in the seats, no shinies in the carpeting.
There's a few spots where I'll see a shiny or once on the carpet, but it's in spots where when I try to get it up, vacuum cleaner won't get it, and tape won't get it, and roller won't get it. So I'm not entirely sure it's glass at this point. It could be glitter.
We've all tried to clean up glass before. We know what you're talking about, especially in this kind of freaking carpeting. So yeah, all in all, it's a good. Well, it's supposed to be a day's work, but good 3 weeks work.
Well, it was a day's work once it got done. I got everything done last Monday, other than the rest of the vacuuming. I got all the front pretty well done. Except then I had to get the back done. Today was vacuuming the back out, getting a bucket of random screws and bolts and tools and stuff that was under the seats and then the floorboard in the back. Don't know what goes to this car, but they're for this car. And scrubbing all the glass out, dust off of the dash and off the door cards and everything else, and the steering wheel, and then armor-alling everything.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a lot of vacuuming, a lot of wiping down. Y'all have seen that stuff, and I could do a really fanciful edit of music video with him cleaning, but I'm not a big fan of those. So
no matter what I do, I get bubbles coming out, and I think it's because it doesn't make it's getting air between the cracks, and these isn't perfectly sealed, so this pushes air out. But either way, it should keep water out, and that was the main goal.
Yep.
Keep water out and keep the windshield from shedding any glass.
Yeah, and which I'll go down the street and talk to them and see about how much they'll charge to get a new windshield in this. Anywho, I think that about wraps it up for this guy.
Yeah, that's it for this one. I guess technically, like I said, it was done last week, but we weren't in a hurry, so we waited till I finished everything.
Yes.
Now we can get something else in here.
Yes. No, it's not the Lexus.
No, not. Well, the Lexus will be in here, but not in your project. It's an oil change.
It's oil change, yeah. We don't show those. All right.
So, until next time, like, share, subscribe, and have a good one.
Oh, and by the way, we will be selling off the interior parts of this, like the seats, some of these door cards here.
So, if you need any interior parts, tan interior parts for mid-2000s, mid-90s to mid-aughts, Buick Century or Grand Am or the Chevys, Cadillacs, anything that might use this. There's a number of vehicles that use similar interiors or can use similar interior parts. You need them? Contact us because we are planning on pulling them and selling them.
And we're not doing trades. We're selling them for cash.
Yeah. All of it should go back into this project because we do have to get money up to buy the roll cage.
Yes.
And a windshield.
Yes. All right. Well, until next time.
Have a good one.
How are we feeling tonight under starlit skies? Tell me that you're trusting me. How far can we go? Living like Bonnie and Clyde. Watch our worlds collide. Live so fast.